Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and a very warm welcome to Pointless, the show where obvious answers mean nothing and obscure answers mean everything. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hello, I'm Mark. This is my colleague, Aid, and we're both from Essex.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Alec. This is my friend Sonny. We're both from Glasgow.
Couple number three.
I'm Sharon. This is my husband, Tony, and we're from Leeds.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Tracy. I'm from Manchester, and this is my friend Dave. He's from Stockport.
And these are today's contestants. Thanks to all of you. We'll find out more about you throughout the show as it goes along, so that just leaves one more person for me to introduce. He used to get nervous before these shows, but he took some advice from an old pro like me. So, currently imagining all of you naked, it's my pointless friend, it's Richard.
Hiya. Hi, everybody. How are you? Hiya. Oh, that's a terrible thing to put in my head right at the start of a show.
I know.
What are you thinking? We've got two returning pairs. Went out in round one and round two last time. We've got Alec and Sonny, who were unfortunate in round one, and we got Tracy and David, who were slightly unfortunate in round two as well. Hopefully they'll do a little bit better this time. Two great winners last time.
They were really good.
Amanda and Keely, weren't they? Amanda's now already on her way to Amsterdam with that money she wants to see.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. All our questions on Pointless have been put to 100 people before the show. Our contestants here are on the hunt for one of those all-important Pointless answers, that being an answer that none of our 100 people gave. And each time that happens, we will add 250 quid to the jackpot. As you will have gathered, Keely and Amanda won the jackpot last time, so today's jackpot starts off back at £1,000. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. OK, the pair with the highest score at the end of the round will be eliminated, but do remember there is to be no conferring throughout the round itself. OK, our first category today is musicals. Musicals. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns characters and their musicals. Characters and their musicals, Richard.
On each pass, we're going to show you some sets of characters, all of whom come from the same musical. You just need to tell us the name of the musical they come from, please. They're going to be in trios. So it's going to be 14 musicals in all to have a go at home. Very best of luck.
Thanks very much indeed. So, we want the title of the film musical in which these characters appear. And here is our first board of 7. Stacey Jacks, Dennis Dupree and Sherry Christian, 2012. Tracy Turnblad, Velma Von Tussle and Link Larkin, 1988. Mike TV, Violet Beauregard and Veruca Salt, 1971. Simba, Mufasa and Pumbaa, 1994. Sandy Olsen, Betty Rizzo and Kaniki, 1978. Roxy Hart, Mama Morton and Billy Flynn, 2002. And Dr. Frankenfurter, Riff Raff and Janet Weiss, 1975. I'll read those all one last time. Stacey Jacks, Dennis Dupree and Sherry Christian, 2012. Tracy Turnblad, Velma Von Tussle and Link Larkin, 1988. Mike TV, Violet Beauregard and Veruca Salt, 1971. Simba, Mufasa and Pumbaa, 1994. Sandy Olsen, Betty Rizzo and Kaniki, 1978. Roxy Hart, Mama Morton and Billy Flynn, 2002. And Dr. Frankenfurter, Riff Raff and Janet Weiss, 1975. There we are. Now, Aid and Mark, you all drew lots before the show, and today you are going to go first. Aid, great shirt.
Thank you.
Good to have you here. Now, your work colleagues, what work do you do?
We work for a company that does food packaging. We both work in the office there. I work in the sales. We do sales and customer service.
What sort of food is it?
It's mostly meat.
Oh, I know, it's a shame. I mean, it was cakes.
No, it's...
I mean, I don't know, meat if you get hungry. If you have to be quite hungry.
Yeah, true. But I am actually vegetarian.
You'd have to be very hungry. Yeah. So what do you like getting up to when you're not packaging meat?
I play a bit of golf, do a bit of cookery, and I'm determined to learn a musical instrument.
Which one?
Well, I've tried the ukulele, not very successfully, and recently I've gone on to the bugle, because that's even more unsociable.
Yeah.
So I'm trying the bugle at the moment.
Good for you. The bugle, why not? OK, now, Aid, what about that board?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. There's a few I know. It's just trying to find the right one of the few. I think what I will go for, Xander, is Sandy Olsen, Betty Rizzo and Kaniki. 1978. I think that's one of my favourites. I think that is Grease.
Grease, says Aid. Let's see if that's right. If it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said it. It is right, of course. 53. We'll discover how good or bad that is a score, but I think that's pretty reasonable. 53 for Greece.
Yeah, only had one nomination for Best Original Song Oscar from that, and it was Hopelessly Devoted to You from Greece, rather than any of the bigger hits.
Interesting. That's still a good song.
Lovely song.
Yeah. Now, Sonny, welcome back. So what happened last time?
Last time we went out on a round about solo artists who had a #1 in the 70s. I said Alice Cooper, and it was the Alice Cooper group.
Oh, dear. Well, we can put all that behind us. We can put all of that behind us, because luckily we've got musicals here. Remind us what you do, Sonny.
I'm a student, but I also work part-time in the bar with Alec.
What do you study?
Mechanical engineering.
Oh, very good for mixing cocktails.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Just what you need. Fun at the bar. That's a nice job
yeah.
to have, isn't it?
It's a nice way to fit in working with a bit of social life.
Anyway, now, what are you going to go for, Sonny?
There's a few I know. I'm trying to decide whether to take a risk or not. I think I'm going to go safe and say Mike TV, Violet Beauregard and Veruca Salt, and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, it says Sonny. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said it. Oh, Sonny.
Yeah, it's a different name.
Yeah.
It's the old
I see what's happened there.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that
do
scored
I.
you 100 points. I'm really sorry.
Sonny, I'm ever so sorry. Yeah, I won't give the correct answer until the end of the pass, and then we'll discuss it at length.
Thank you. Now, Sharon, welcome to the show. Lovely to have you
Thank
here.
you.
What do you do?
I work in telesales for a brewery.
Is it a big brewery?
Very big.
A Scottish brewery? An English brewery?
Probably the best in the world.
Wow.
Oh, lovely.
Is that fun? That sounds like a fun kind
Brilliant.
of gig.
I really enjoy it.
Yeah, everyone always likes to be rung up by the brewery.
Yeah.
Oh, the one telesales person I'd really genuinely like to hear from. And what do you do when you're not doing that?
I enjoy running. I'm in a running club.
A running club?
Yeah.
Now that's taking things to another
Do
level, isn't
proper
it?
races and everything.
Yeah, wow. OK, good stuff. Now, Sharon, what about this board?
Well, again, I know a couple, but I think I am going to go for that same one and say Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Willy Wonka, Chocolate Factory. Let's see if that's right this time. Let's see how many people said it. It's right. Well, you passed 53. That was a good steal there, Sharon. Well done. 4 for Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, I think it scored so few, Sonny, because so many people must have said Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That obviously that's the name of the book, but the name of the film was changed. But it's a shame. It's
It is a
for
shame.
Sonny.
It is a shame for Sonny. Tracy, welcome back.
Thank you.
Now, I think it was round 2 last
It
time
was.
that you left.
Spanish element.
You
I
were
don't
not
know
in
English
your element, were you?
like
No,
the Spanish
no.
one, so.
But this time, Tracy, I think you're going to do very well. I think with this
It's
is a
not
fun
bad.
board, isn't it? You like this?
Yeah. I don't know the top one.
Yeah.
Simba, Mufasa, Pumbaa's Lion King, Roxy Hart, Chicago, Frankenfurter is the Rocky Horror Show. I'm going to go for my look-alike and namesake, Tracy Turnblad, and that's Hairspray.
Hairspray,
Yeah.
it says. Tracy, let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said Hairspray. Well done.
Well played, Tracy. Good answer, good score. It's my all-time favourite musical, Hairspray. I do like Hairspray. Let's look at the other ones that you suggested, see if you made the right choice there. Simba, Mufasa and Pumbaa, obviously the Lion King. That would have scored more than Hairspray, would have scored 72. The Roxy Hart trio, they were in Chicago, as you said. That would have scored 27, so again would have scored more than Hairspray. Dr. Frankenfurter and the rest were from Rocky Horror Picture Show, would have scored you 11 points. And the best answer of all, Stacey Jacks, Dennis Dupree and Sherry Christian were from Rock of Ages. Would have scored you 1 point, so very well done if you said that.
Thanks very much indeed. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at those scores. 4, the best score of that pass, Sharon. Very well done. That puts you and Tony at the top of the board, I'd say. Then up to 16, where we find Tracy and David. 53, Aidan, Mark. I'm sorry, Sonny and Alec. I'm really sorry. So, Alec, we need a good low score from you. And maybe someone else might trip up in the next thing. I don't want to wish that on anyone, but it might happen. We're going to come back down the line. Can the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's put 7 more sets of characters on the board, and here they come. Blousy, Tallulah and Fat Sam, 1976. Hunk, Zeke and Hickory, 1939. Professor Henry Higgins, Eliza Doolittle and Alfred P. Doolittle, 1964. Mr. Bumble, The Artful Dodger and Nancy, 1968. Don Lockwood, Cosmo Brown and Kathy Selden, 1952. Sky Masterson, Sarah Brown and Nathan Detroit, 1955. And Caractacus Potts, Truly Scrumptious and The Childcatcher, 1968. I'll read those all again one last time. Blousy, Tallulah and Fat Sam, 1976. Hunk, Zeke and Hickory, 1939. Professor Henry Higgins, Eliza Doolittle and Alfred P. Doolittle, 1964. Mr. Bumble, The Artful Dodger and Nancy, 1968. Don Lockwood, Cosmo Brown and Kathy Selden, 1952. Sky Masterson, Sarah Brown and Nathan Detroit, 1955. And Caractacus Potts, Truly Scrumptious and The Childcatcher, 1968. There we are. Now, remember, we are looking for the title of the film musical in which these characters all appeared. And David, you're going to try and find the one you think the fewest of our 100 people knew. David, welcome back.
Thanks a lot.
Good to have you here. Remind us what you do.
I'm an analyst clerk.
An analyst clerk.
Yeah.
In your spare time, a Stockport County fan.
Oh, yes.
Very good. And what else?
Listening to music, reading, watching films.
Watching films. Watching musical films, maybe.
Oh, God, no.
Oh,
no,
really?
No. I've only watched there's a couple of them on the board there that I've actually watched, but no, I've only watched them in the last couple of years.
OK. You look positively affronted. OK, well, maybe this might be your lucky break, Alec and Sonny. I don't know. Let's see. David, what are you going to go for?
I'll go for the third one down. I think my dad likes that. My Fair Lady.
You're going to say My Fair Lady. OK, well, you want to score 83 or less to get through to the next round. Let's see if My Fair Lady's right. Let's see how many people said it. There's your red line.
Please.
He's right. You're through. 56. Takes your total up to 72, David. Well done, you're through.
Well played, David. It won 8 Oscars, including Best Picture, My Fair Lady.
Thanks very much indeed. Now then, Tony, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And what do you do, Tony?
I currently work in business solutions for a global beer company.
A global... Tell me it's not probably the best, is it?
I think it might be.
No, so you work in the same place, for
goodness sake. Yeah.
Did you meet working there, or did you...
We did work... We met in our previous employments for a high street chemist, probably the best high street chemist in the world.
Wow. Yeah. OK, so you both skipped out of the chemist, straight into the brewery.
Yeah, we just can't get enough of each other.
Now then, Tony, you're on 4. The high score is still Alec and Sonny at this point. You need to score 95 or less.
OK, I think I know 4 of them. Possibly a 5th, but I'm not going to guess it, just in case. I was really trying to think of what the first one was, and it's just come to me in the last few seconds. So I'm going to say Blousy, Tallulah and Fat Sam, Bugsy Malone.
Bugsy Malone. Bugsy Malone, there is your red line. If you get below that, you're through to the next round. Let's see how many people said Bugsy Malone. It's right, and you're through. 15. 19 is your total. Very well done, Tony.
Yes, directed by Alan Parker, of course, and he played a pivotal role in The Last Pointless, didn't he? When,
he did, yeah.
I think it was Dean misnamed him as Neil Parker, who got knocked out of the head-to-head.
Yeah. Also starring Dexter Fletcher, who...
Yes, who was in another show a couple back, wasn't
Exactly, yeah.
It all comes together.
It's just,
it all comes together.
Yeah.
It's like the Da Vinci Code, this programme.
Is it? No, but better.
No, it's not better. It couldn't be better than the Da Vinci Code.
Oh, no, it's better.
Is it?
Yeah, it's better. No one dies.
I need to talk to you about something. We'll do it after the show, though.
OK, thanks very much. All right, now, Alec. Alec, here's the plan. Here's the plan. We need from you a very, very low score.
I think I'm going to have to go for the 2 that I know left that I think will be the lowest score. I think it's going to be the bottom one. And I'm going to say it's Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Chitty
Chitty Bang Bang. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang says Alec. No red line as you're the high scorers. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. He's right. 55. Takes your total up to an unbeatable 155. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's tough. You know, we talked the other day about Chris Evans buying the most expensive car ever. He bought James Coburn's Ferrari.
That's right, yeah.
He also bought the original Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Did he?
For £500,000, yeah.
Well, it's a bargain.
Yeah, compared to James Coburn's Ferrari.
Well, see,
yeah.
he can fly, he can, you know, he can...
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, hey.
He's no mug, is he, Evans?
Oh, no, not Evans.
Got a car and a helicopter there for the price
Doesn't
of...
need a helicopter.
Yeah.
Chitty Bang Bang can do everything.
Clever.
Wow. Brilliant. Thank you. Now, Mark, the good news is you are through. You are through to the next round. Welcome to the show, Mark. You work alongside Aid.
I do, yes, for about 20 years.
For about 20 years,
Yeah.
and in the office of the meat packing.
Well, I used to work in production.
Okay, right on the floor.
Yeah.
Did you wear a white trilby?
Yeah, all the trousers and everything.
Oh, excellent. Excellent.
But I've since moved into sales with Adrian. So.
Very good. Okay, and what do you like getting up to when you're not doing that, Mark?
Well, I taught Aid the ukulele for a little while, so I played it myself as well. One was bought for me a couple of years ago for Christmas.
Right, so you're persevering with the ukulele.
I've kept it up, yeah.
You've kept it up?
Yeah, I have.
And how's the bugle going to go?
It's not going to go well.
I'm going to be honest, Aid. I'm going to sit my neck out and say I think that's a curious choice of instrument. The bugle. I think... Yeah,
But
but
you stand out in the crowd.
that's certainly true, yeah.
Comes in very useful every November. Last
Yeah.
post.
Yeah, I guess, that's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
I just can't play it.
Yeah.
He hasn't,
Well, start with the first post and work your way through.
Get to the last one.
Now then, Mark, this board is all yours.
Well, thankfully, I haven't got to get a low score because musicals is not my forte. One I do know that's left, Mr. Bumble, The Artful Dodger, Nancy, Oliver.
Oliver. OK, let's see if that's right. If it is, let's see how many people said it. No red line, you're already through. It's right. 84, that's a high score. Look at that. 84 takes your total up to 137, but you are in round two.
It's also won the Best Picture Oscar, Oliver, funnily enough. Let's fill in the rest of this board. Now, Don Lockwood, Cosmo Brown and Kathy Selden are from Singing in the Rain, but have scored you 5 points. Sky Masterson, Sarah Brown, Nathan Detroit are...
Guys and Dolls.
Guys and Dolls, yep. That would have scored you 14 points. Now, you'll know Hunk, Zeke and Hickory, especially when you know they turn into the Scarecrow, the Lion and the Tin Man. They're the farmhands at the start of The Wizard of Oz. 4 points, best answer on the board.
Very good. Thanks, Richard. So, at the end of our first round, the pair heading home, I'm really sorry to say, for the second time running, it's Alec and Sonny.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's OK. We'll just go for a pint.
Tough. Well, do that. I'm really sorry. It's a bit of a busman's holiday for you, isn't it, really? But, yeah, nothing I can say, really. But it's been great having you on the show.
Thanks,
Far too brief on both occasions. But thanks very much for playing, Alec and Sonny. But for the remaining three pairs, it's now time for round two. So 3 pairs remain. Obviously, at the end of this round, we'll be saying goodbye to another pair in time for our head-to-head round. Well, Sharon and Tony, on the evidence of that round, you're our class swats, so very well done. The 2 lowest scores. Very good, very impressive indeed. Aidan, Mark could do better. Need to pull our socks up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes. Nothing wrong with your answers. They were just high scoring. And Tracy and David, pretty perfect. Pretty good, solid performance in the middle there. OK, best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 is women athletes. Women athletes. Can you decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns female British champions. Female British champions, Richard.
In a moment, Xander's going to put 4 sporting accolades up on the board. We're looking for the name of any British woman who has ever achieved any of the 4 things you're about to see, please. So any British woman who's achieved any of the following 4 accolades.
OK, so as Richard just said, we're going to put these 4 accolades up on the board. They'll stay up there for the whole round, so up the line and back down again. They won't be changing halfway through. And as Richard said, you have to name any woman from the UK who has won any of these. So let's reveal those 4 accolades, and here they come. The 2012 Olympic Equestrian Medal, post-war Olympic Track and Field Gold Medal, post-war Tennis Grand Slam title, Women's British Open. I'll read them one last time. A 2012 Olympic Equestrian Medal, post-war Olympic Track and Field Gold Medal, post-war Tennis Grand Slam title, and Women's British Open.
The tennis Grand Slam title, it can be in singles, doubles, mixed doubles, any Grand Slam title. Essentially, it doesn't have to be singles.
Thanks very much indeed. So, Mark, over to you.
There's a few knock around in my head. I'm going to take a little bit of a punt. I'm going to go for the post-war tennis Grand Slam title. I think Joe Jury won a mixed doubles.
Joe Jury. OK, let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said Joe Jury. It's right. That's a good answer, Mark. Still going down, 2. That is a great answer. Look at that. Cracking start to the round, Mark. Very well done.
Yeah, she won 2, actually. She won 2 mixed double titles. One in Wimbledon, one Australia, both with Jeremy Bates. It's not bad, is it?
Not bad at all. Now then, Tony, you didn't look... I'm going to be honest, you didn't look best pleased with this.
No, I know very little about, well, both women and athletes, so I may be struggling. A couple of names in my head, and I think I'm going to go for a post-war Olympic track and field gold medal and plump for Fatima Whitbread.
Fatima Whitbread,
yeah.
Says Tony. Let's see, Fatima Whitbread. Is that right? And if it is, how many people said it? Oh, no. Bad luck, I'm sorry. An incorrect answer there, scoring you the maximum of 100 points, Richard.
Yeah, it's unlucky. She won all sorts, Fatima Whitbread. She won 2 Olympic medals, but not a gold, I'm afraid. Sorry.
Thanks, Richard. So, David, what are you going to go for?
Is the bottom one golf?
It is, yeah.
I'll say Laura Davis.
Laura Davis, says David. Let's see if Laura Davis is right. And if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said that. It's right. One. Very well done indeed, David. 1 for Laura Davis.
Well played, David. Yeah, one of the greatest British golfers of all time, Laura Davis. Won her first British Open in 1986, just her second year as a professional at Birkdale.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. So we're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at those scores. 1, David. What a great end to that pass. Puts you and Tracy in pole position at this point. Up to 2, where we find Mark and Aid. And then I'm afraid it's up to 100, where we find Tony and Sharon. Who knows, Sharon? Anything could happen in the next pass. But a low score from you is what we will need at the very least. Best of luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please step up to the podium? OK, Tracy, we are looking for the name of any woman from the UK who has won any of these. How are you feeling?
Top one and bottom one. Not going there at all. Grand Slam title. Wimbledon's a Grand Slam, so I'm going to say Virginia Wade.
Virginia Wade?
Yeah.
OK, well, if you can score 98 or less, you're through to the head-to-head. There is your red line. Get below that with Virginia Wade, and you're moving on. It's right. Well done. 39. Makes it nice and neat. Takes your total up to 40.
Yeah, she won the US Open, the Australian Open and Wimbledon, Virginia Wade. Her dad was the Archdeacon of Durban.
Archdeacon, what are they? They're probably Right Reverend or something like that, aren't they?
Archdeacon?
Yeah.
I think you'd call them either Archie or AD or the Deekster.
The Deekster.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Your Deekster.
Your Deekster.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Now then, Sharon, now. We need this low score. Are you comfortable with this as a round? Is this a nice sort of...
Well, the only ones that were in my head have all been taken. There's only one I've got left, and I don't even know if it's right, to be honest. But I'm going to have to go for it. For the tennis, Chris Evert.
Chris Evert, says Sharon. OK, well, let's see how many people said Chris Evert. No red line as you're the high scorer. No bad luck, Sharon. I'm afraid you are our latest members of the 200 Club. A second incorrect answer takes your score up to 200, not Chris Evert.
Yes, not British, I'm afraid, Sharon.
Oh, no.
Other than that, exemplary.
And so then, Aid. You're already through, which is good. Good news. Well done. What are you going to go for?
Definitely not the top one, because I don't know anything about your question. Women's British Open. I could probably have a stab at 1, but it would be a stab. I'm going to go for post-war Olympic track and medal gold medal, going back to when I was a child. I believe Mary Peters.
Mary Peters, says Aid. Mary Peters. Now, no red line for you as you're already through. OK, let's find out. Mary Peters, is it right? How many people said it, if it is? Look at that! Wow, that scored you 6, takes your total up to 8.
Yeah, 6 points for Mary Peters. Thinking of Fatima Whitbread, she was famously beaten by Tessa Sanderson. Tessa Sanderson beat her to the goal. She would have got 9 points, would have been a terrific answer. Let's take a look at some of the pointless answers. The golfer Alison Nicholas would win a pointless answer. Angela Buxton won 2 Grand Slam doubles titles. Angela Mortimer won 3 singles titles. She also won doubles titles. She won one of those with Anne Shilcock, who also was a pointless answer. Janet Melville and Jenny Lee Smith, both British Open winners, as was Penny Grice Whittaker. Shirley Bloomer Bracers won a Grand Slam singles title, and Tina Cook was the only pointless answer there for equestrian medalist. She won the silver for the team equestrian. Let's take a look at the top 3 answers, the ones that most of our 100 people said. Zara Phillips, of course, won an equestrian medal. Virginia Wade, second highest answer of all on 39. And right at the top, Jessica Ennis with 44.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. So at the end of our second round, the pair heading home with a high score of 200, I'm afraid. Sharon and Tony, from hero to zero. You absolutely knocked it out of the park in the first round. And then here we threw all these women athletes at you. And I'm afraid we threw them on stony ground, didn't we? It's fair to say. Anyway, the good news is we get to see you again next time.
Great.
We'll look forward to that very much indeed. Meantime, thanks very much for playing, Sharon and Tony.
Thank you.
But for the remaining 2 pairs, it's now time for our head-to-head. Congratulations, Tracy and David, Aid and Mark. You're 1 step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £1,000. Now, we have to decide who's going to play for that money in the final. And to do that, you are now going to go head-to-head. The big difference being you're now allowed to confer. And the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot. So, yeah, Tracy and David, round 2 last time.
Yeah.
Taking it up a gear this time. Not just hitting the head-to-head. You're our golden couple.
Oh,
You're our lowest scoring pair.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Aid and Mark, very well done.
Thank you.
Very well done. Nice, solid performance, some good scoring there. Well, best of luck. I think this is going to be very exciting. Best of luck to both pairs. Let's play the head-to-head. OK, here comes your first question, and it concerns breeds of cattle. Breeds of cattle, Richard.
Yeah, we're going to show you 5 images now of different breeds of cattle, plus we're going to give you the first and last letters of their name. Can you fill in the gaps and tell us what breed they are, please?
OK, thanks very much. So let's reveal our breeds of cattle. Here they are. A. B. C. D. Oh. And E. There we go. 5 breeds of cattle. Tracy and David, you've played best throughout the show so far, so you will go first.
They've got that on there. Go on.
Yeah.
OK, what are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for A, Hereford.
Hereford. You're saying Hereford,
Yeah.
A. Now then, Aid and Mark. Do you want to talk us through that board?
Oh, yes.
Come on, you're meat packers.
Right.
I know which one's the scariest.
Yeah, they all look pretty scary to me.
Oh, no, not D. No, D.
No,
D's scary.
yeah, D's quite a nice one. D's a Jersey. He's Aberdeen Angus. I'm gonna take a plump at B.
Yeah.
Which I think is a Belgian Blue.
I think it's the scariest as well.
Yeah,
You're saying Belgian Blue. OK, so we have Hereford and we have Belgian Blue. Tracy and David said Hereford. Let's see if that's right for A, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. That's right. 47. 47 for Hereford. Now, Aid and Mark, you've taken a bit of a punt here.
Very much.
On the Belgian Blue. I mean, particularly seeing it's patently white.
Yeah. He's camouflaged.
Oh, I see. Oh, yes, yes, I see. Or just a bit pale.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just,
Not very well.
Not, not in the rudest of health. OK, Belgian Blue, you're saying. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. It's right. There you are. Look at that. Very well done indeed. 10 for Belgian Blue. That was a punt worth taking. And it means Aidan Mark, after one question, you are up 1-0.
Very well played, Aid. Mark gave you a great look when you said Belgian Blue. Sort of it gave the look of a person who's not quite sure whether to believe in Father Christmas or not. Yeah, it's been genetically altered, Belgian Blue, through breeding to be double-muscled.
Well, muscle is meat, isn't it, of course? Yeah.
Exactly. That's why he looks like he does. C is Highland. Another fairly big scorer for that. But scored you 62. D, I think everyone knew, is Jersey. Very big scorer, though. 90 points for that. And AD gave us the right answer for E. It is Aberdeen Angus and would have scored 38. So Belgian Blue is the best answer on the board. Very well
lovely
played.
country there. What a nice view.
It's a nice view, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think they're appreciating it. Look, they've got their backs to
No,
it.
they've got their backs to it. Maybe it's just as nice on this side. I don't know.
Well, no, they're looking out into the studio.
Oh, yeah. They can see Tracy and David and Aidan Mark.
Yeah. They're going, is this weird? This seems a bit weird to me.
Beautiful. That's some beautiful parkland there. Very well managed. Anyway, thank you very much indeed. Let's go to our second question. Now, Tracy and David, you answer this one second, I'm afraid. Aid and Mark will get first bite at this, but you have to win it to stay in the game. Good luck. It concerns Ealing comedies. Ealing comedies, Richard.
We're going to show you the titles of 5 comedies produced by the Ealing Studios, but with alternate letters missing. Can you fill in the gaps and give us the most obscure answer?
Thanks very much indeed. So let's reveal our 5 Ealing comedies, and here they come. We have PSPR, TPMIO, WIKGLR, TEAYILR, KNHATADOOES, and TEANT. I'll read those all one last time. PSPRTPMIO, WIKGLR, TEAYILR, KNHATADOOES, and TEANT. Aid and Mark, you will go first this time.
Yeah, OK.
Aid and Mark. Do you know all of them?
No.
Apart from the bottom one. No, all of them apart from the last
Same
one.
here.
The right to the man.
So we are going to have another plump at the third one and go for the Lady Killers.
The Lady Killers, say Aid and Mark, the Lady Killers. Now then, Tracy and David, the board is all yours.
Have a guess at the top one. Passport to Pimlico.
Passport to Pimlico, you are going to say. So we have the Lady Killers and we have Passport to Pimlico. Aid and Mark went with the Lady Killers for the middle one there. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. It's right. That's a good answer. 17 for the Lady Killers. Tracy and David, meanwhile, have gone for Passport to Pimlico for the top one. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said that. It's right. .36. Which means Aid and Mark, very well done indeed. After only 2 questions, you are straight through to the final 2-0.
Yeah, well played, Aid and Mark. That's terrific work. The scores actually go downwards down the board. Second one is...
Whiskey Galore.
Whiskey Galore, yep. Would have scored you 20 points. So would you have gone for this
Kind
next one?
Hearts and Coronets.
Kind Hearts and Coronets, yeah. Would have scored you 14 points.
Nah.
Amazingly. And the bottom one is the something, and there's lots of English words that fit in that,
Walnut.
unfortunately. The It's not the walnut, nearly, though. But there's all sorts that can fit in there. That's the problem, isn't it? I'll give you a clue. It's a very attractive answer.
Oh, it's the magnets. There
magnets,
we go.
yeah.
Once you started saying walnuts, you just can't.
And that would have scored 1 point, so that's the best answer out there.
Goodness.
I tell you, one of the best times you can have is just get a box set of Ealing comedies and watch them
Yeah.
back to back. Some terrific stuff.
Really are.
I saw Ben Miller on stage in The Lady Killers.
He was very good in that,
He's
wasn't he?
a very funny man.
Yeah. Yeah.
He is terrific. It must be a joy for you to work with him.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Just to see how somebody, to properly see up close Like a great comic actor.
Yeah. Yes.
That must be. Have you ever picked anything up off him?
You always hope that you do, won't you? You hope a bit of osmosis.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to, does it?
No.
Because he is. Because he's terrific.
He is. He really is. Thanks very much indeed. Well, at the end of our head-to-head round, I'm afraid it's Tracy and David we say goodbye to. Oh, I'm sorry, your progress ended there. Nothing wrong with any of your answers. And you knew Kind Hearts and Coronets.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Oh.
I won't hear the last of this.
No, I dare say you won't. But listen, no, you can be very proud of your performance. You've done very, very well on Pointless. But I'm sorry we have to say goodbye to you now. But thanks very much for playing. Tracy and David.
Cheers.
But for Aid and Mark, it's now time for our Pointless final. Congratulations, Aid and Mark. You've fought off all the competition and you've won our coveted Pointless trophy, so very well done. You now have a chance to win our Pointless jackpot, and at the end of today's show, the jackpot stands at £1,000. Well, you've done very well. Very well. We put you through your paces. We've tested you on musicals, we've tested you on female athletes, we've tested you on beef, we've tested you... Sorry, breeds of cow. Sorry, breeds of cow, I think is the nice way to put it. What would you like to see come up in this last round?
Music would be good for me.
Bit of sport.
Sport, maybe,
Bit of
football
Sport,
particularly.
music, football particularly.
Comedies. Yeah.
Comedies, well, very best luck. As you know, you get to choose your category. Here they are. East Anglia, costume dramas, goon films, Northwest FA Cup finals.
I think there's only one choice.
There's only one choice here,
Yeah. I know we live in East Anglia, but we don't know that much about it.
No.
Costume dramas.
Costume dramas,
I don't think I've
possibility.
ever watched one.
No.
Goon films, probably
No.
to do with the goons, but I
Yeah.
think it's the bottom one.
The bottom one, yeah.
Yeah, we'll go for the Northwest FA Cup finals, please.
Northwest
Sandra?
FA
Yes,
Cup
please.
finals it is.
OK, we're going to give you 3 different options now. We are looking for any player from either side that featured in one of these Northwest FA Cup finals. Anyone who played in the 1953 FA Cup final, the famous final between Blackpool and Bolton Wanderers. We're looking for anyone who played in the Liverpool v Everton 1986 FA Cup final, or anyone who played in the Manchester United versus Liverpool 1996 FA Cup final. So anyone who featured in the 1953, 1986 or 1996 FA Cup final. Very, very best of luck.
OK, now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers, and all you need to win that jackpot is to find just one pointless answer among them. Now, remember, the answers you give can come from any of those categories, and how you spread them across the categories is entirely up to you. You can have all 3 from one category, if you like, or 1 from each, entirely down to you. Are you ready?
Yeah.
OK, let's put 60 seconds on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
Right, 53 is that? 'Cause I don't know
Stan
Matthews and
Watson.
Watson. Yeah.
86.
86.
Derek Manfield, Everton.
Yes.
Gary Stevens.
Did Jim
Trevor
Beck-
Stephen.
Did Jim Beckham play in that one?
Maybe Ronnie Whelan.
Yeah. Derek Manfield, Southall would have been playing.
Southall.
Stephen
Might be a bit
McCall
obvious.
might have been playing. as well.
96. Cantona, David James.
Yeah. Steve Staunton. Would he have been
Possibly,
playing for
yeah.
Liverpool?
Steve Thorne's a good shout.
Which one go for? Mountfield.
Derek Mountfield.
Mountfield for 86.
We'll go for
Staunton for 96.
Gary Johnston. Craig Johnson, sorry.
Craig Johnson would have been playing, yeah, for Liverpool.
Mountfield,
Yeah.
Johnston from 86 and 96. Take a punt at Gary Gillespie.
Gary Gillespie. Do you want to go for that?
Or not?
You say them then, because I'll forget.
Okay.
10
Mountfield.
seconds
Okay.
left.
Mountfield. Gillespie. We'll go for Staunton. Craig Johnson. Craig Johnson.
Okay.
Yeah, go for that.
OK, there's your time up just as you reached your conclusion. Which 3 are you going to give me?
Players in the 1986 FA Cup final, we're going to go for Derek Mountfield
Derek Mountfield,
and Craig Johnston.
Craig Johnston from 86,
And from 96, we're going to go for Gary Gillespie.
Gary Gillespie from 96. OK, 3 good answers there. Now, of those 3, which do you think is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Mountfield.
Derek Mountfield.
OK, Derek Mountfield we'll put last. Which is your least likely?
Gary Gillespie.
Gary Gillespie?
unsure.
OK, we'll put Gary Gillespie first. OK, let's pop those up on the board in that order, and here they are. We have got Gary Gillespie, Craig Johnston and Derek Mountfield. Well, very best of luck. Your first answer was Gary Gillespie. This was the one you thought was probably least likely to be pointless. You're not entirely sure if it's correct
He
either.
did play for Liverpool, but we're not sure if he played at that time.
OK, well, only one of these answers has to be pointless for you to win that jackpot. £1,000 is our starter jackpot, but still, nice to leave with. What would you do with your split of that, Aid?
I think really ukulele lessons. Professional ukulele lessons and get it cracked.
Get it cracked.
And
And,
possibly
and maybe
bugle
the
lessons.
bugle too.
Yeah,
You know.
2 for 1.
Two for one. Excellent. Mark, how about you?
Well, I'm planning to get married, so obviously it'll have to go into the wedding fund.
Very good. Into the wedding fund. Good stuff. Well, congratulations for that. Well, best of luck. 3 good answers there. Gary Gillespie, as I say, your first answer. This, obviously, the 1996 FA Cup final. Let's see if that's right. If it is pointless, you will leave with £1,000. How many people said Gary Gillespie? Well, that was why you put him first. Unfortunately, an incorrect answer, not a pointless answer. Only 2 more shots at today's jackpot. Your second answer is Craig Johnston. Now, Craig Johnston you had from the 1986 FA Cup final. Obviously, it has to be pointless for you to win that jackpot. So for £1,000, let's find out how many people said Craig Johnston. It's right. Your first answer, Gary Gillespie, was an incorrect answer, but your second answer, absolutely spot on. Now taking us down into the teens, into single figures, still going down. Down it goes, still going in. There we go! Very well done. Ukulele lessons, here we come. Oh, very well done indeed. That's great. Thank you. Very well done.
I'm not sure now.
Brilliant. Oh. The office is going to be ringing to the sound of bugles, ukuleles. Well, many, many congratulations. Craig Johnson was a pointless answer, which means you go home with that jackpot. Superb play. Well done, Aidan Mark.
Very well played, gents. Here, 2 lads from Essex winning with a Liverpool player there. It's very well done. Derek Mountfield, also a pointless answer. Oh. You also mentioned Gary Stevens during your summation in the 60 seconds. He'd have been a pointless answer as well. So it's obviously a very good category for you. Let's take a look at the pointless answers on all the different categories. Now, that 53 final, Stanley Matthews, Nat Lofthouse and Stan Mortensen were the big scorers on that. That's why it's the most famous final of all. 4-3 it was. Bobby Langton, Cyril Robinson, Eric Bell scored in Bolton goal, and the Blackpool captain, Harry Johnson. All of those pointless. Well done if you said any of those. Now, in the 86 final, Adrian Heath, you could have had Bobby Mims, who played in goal for Everton. Craig Johnston, Graham Sharp. You also could have had Gary Stevens, as I said, Pat Van Den Hauwe, Paul Bracewell, also a pointless answer. And the 96 final, David May of Manchester United, and then 3 Liverpool defenders there, John Scales, Phil Babb and Rob Jones, who retired when he was 27, Rob Jones. And Tony Warner, the unused Liverpool sub-goalie, also a pointless answer. Very well done if you've got any of those at home, and congratulations in the studio.
Thanks very much indeed. Well, thanks once again to our winning players, Aidan Mark, who go away to today's jackpot of £1,000. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.